Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a collective reading. This reading is for light workers, indigos, star seeds, those from the angelic realm, the seraphims, cherubs, however you resonate as a light being, light worker. This reading is for you. Please watch to the end. I would love your feedback in the comment sections. And if you would like to book a reading with me, that information is below. You can also book on my website at chrissythecrystalindigo.com. I do offer other spiritual services there as well. The energy has been very intense over the last couple of days as the full moon fully goes into Virgo tomorrow. And with that, you may have been feeling like all of a sudden, like anger, frustration, feeling like, for me, I felt like I needed to leave work early because just the energies were too intense. And this is a time for grounding, meditating, really going into solitude before the full moon reaches its peak. And of course, Mercury turns direct on the 9th as well. So over the next 48 hours, just really try to be in solitude, really quiet your thoughts, really give yourself that self-love and that attention that you need. Because if you have been feeling anger or frustration or just ready to explode, please like, share, comment, subscribe, because the energy just really went to a quick shift really fast. And I was just like, what is going on? So with that being said, I wanted to do a reading, and Spirit was saying like, just do a collective, do a collective, do a collective. And I'm like, okay, so here it is. And you guys, let me know how this resonates with you. So for the first spread, I am using the After Tarot, and I wanted to know as a collective where the energies were, what is happening, whether, you're in separation or, you're starting to come into union. You place it where it fits, okay? For those of you who don't understand like what a twin flame is, I can give you that information. You can email me. I'm always replying back to you guys. If you would like to book a twin flame reading, I do offer that service as well. All right, guys, so let's dive in. So the first card out in the After Tarot, we got the Two of Wands. This represents the fire element. But as you can see in the After Tarot, we see both of them looking into the world or looking at the globe instead of, in the Rider Waite where the person is looking out into the horizon, right? Like, I know what I want to go after it. But here, these two individuals, and there goes that like magnetic color that represents the twin flame. Here we have, two people realizing what it is they want. They see it, they understand it, they know it. So for those of you who have come into union or have started talking back to your twin flame or your soulmate or your divine counterpart, you can comment or, let me know that this is resonating with you. This happened for you. But this is what's happening. You may not see it on a 3D level yet, but it is happening on the 5D if you haven't seen it in the 3D. Okay? So this is the energy. This is what's taking place. Okay? The 10 of Cups also wanted to jump out. 10 could represent the 1010 portal. It can represent a significant number for you. You can also look up the angel number 10. So with the 10 of Cups, this is the energy that's in the, in the atmosphere, that's, floating around, even if it hasn't been spoken yet. This is what, at a soul level, your divine counterpart wants with you and vice versa. Okay. And when I see the stars, it's like, this is divinely guided. This is divinely put in place. Okay. The next card out, we got the Five of Wands, more fire energy, okay, the fire element. So here we have these wands, but the difference in this tarot is that you do not see them fighting. You do not see anybody not getting along or competition or, any of that low vibrational energy. Here you see them at peace. They're standing there, they're chilling, they're communicating. You don't see any type of just low vibrational energy. And this is what the universe is guiding the collective towards, regardless of what, label you fit under. Try to really not pay attention to the labels, but pay attention to the journey. And so with this here, this is what's happening with the collective. Like, the fighting is over. No one wants to be in low vibrational energy. Everyone wants what's best for the common good, or the outcome is like as peace, happiness, everyone getting along. This is what the energy is. And then the 1111 tried to flip out, and so I brought this to your attention, clarifying that these are divine unions, these are divine connections. We don't call twin flame relationships, we call it a connection, because it's something from a different level. It's something from a soul level. It's something that's divinely guided by spirit. And so with this 1111, this is just confirming that, for some of you who thought that this was over, for some of you who thought that your divine counterpart, would never wake up and see like what you truly meant to them, or how you really made a difference in their life, they do. The next card out, we got the 9 of Swords. This represents the air element. And here, this person is like slaying their dragons. Like, you know what? I'm going to get some sleep tonight. I'm not going to be worried. I'm going to be at peace with this situation. I'm not going to let my triggers get the best of me. And so this is really beautiful. When I saw that, I was like, wow, some of you guys may have been tempted recently when speaking with your divine counterpart to, let those triggers take over and you respond or act in a low vibrational energy. And with every test, you pass with flying colors. And, your divine counterpart was just like, in their mind, like, who is this person? Because the person that, I knew in the beginning would have given me back talk, or would have cut me off, or would have ended the conversation, however it resonates. But here, the energy is, I'm slaying, I'm slaying the ego. I'm slaying the mental manipulation. I'm slaying anything that isn't of a high vibration. It's going to make me think negative about my life path and purpose, and where I'm meant to go, and who I'm meant to be, right? The next card out, we have the Queen of Wands, more fire element. And so with this, you are coming into your power. You are becoming so enlightened. And a lot of you guys are really getting in tune with your spiritual gifts, know what your spiritual path and purpose is. You have that, golden light around your crown. So you've been meditating a lot. You've definitely been doing the work. And with you fully engulfed in this golden color, yellow color, this is showing me that you've been getting so much enlightenment, and you've been really trying to walk in your light, regardless if it's work, regardless if it concerns your divine counterpart. This is you, okay? The overall energy, the Lovers. So this is only triple clarifying that this is a divine connection. You're going to learn from this connection. You're going to grow because of this connection. You're going to reap so many abundance that you put out, or your manifestations, to the universe, because of this journey, because you decided, to not, shy away from from what you're meant to do. Because remember, you signed up for this long before you even walk this earth, in past lives. This is what you signed up for. And so divine is saying, you know what? This is what I will grant you. You have my blessing. This is a blessed union. This is a divine union. This is a divine connection. Okay? Now, while shuffling, I did see the 10 of Swords. But as you can see, even though this person's been battered, bruised, stabbed, he's been carried on, right? He's been picked up and not left to just be, in despair. So this is divine saying, like, I understand that this journey isn't, you know, the best at times. It's going to test you at times. It's going to be rough at times. And at times you're going to feel like you're really being stripped apart. But the divine's here to pick you up and carry you to safety, okay? It's beautiful. The next card that I saw when shuffling was the Page of Swords. So again, a lot of you guys are going to get communication. This is the air element. It may not be the communication that you want to see or hear. And with that, the 5D and 3D are two different levels. Like, you could see a vision and you can see everything so amazing. And then on a 3D level, it's like your divine counterpart is lost in the sauce. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to allow both of the dimensions to become one, where what you're seeing in the 5D is what you're actually getting in the 3D. Okay? The next card out got the 5 of Swords, more air element. So with this, we have a person that's been doing the healing work. They've won the victory, right? But did you do it with honest and integrity? Did you do it from love and light? You can look at this both ways. Because here you have this person like, yeah, I did it. I won. I defeated, my enemies, but then they're walking away. So is this a loss? So you really have to sit back and say, what, 5s represent change. So what's changing, in your connection, or what's changing in regards to your life path and purpose that's allowing this 5 of Swords, this air element energy, to come up in your reading. And remember, this is a collective. You have to book a reading in order for me to just understand your specific situation. Okay? For the Mystic Moon Oracle, let me move some of these cards out of the way. For the Mystic Moon Oracle, the first card that came out is separation. So, I could be channeling 4 twin flames or the collective that are in separation. Like, you've really, haven't got to that union stage yet. You guys are still working through your inner child wounds. You're still working through codependency issues. You're still working through that self-love that you need to give yourself, right? This is the divine masculine in the collective that I'm reading for first. And so it says the answer is yes. So some of you may have, the question, is this my divine counterpart? Is this who I'm meant to do this journey with? What should I do? And it's like the answer is yes. Or for some of you, maybe me walking away will allow this person to grow, will allow them to heal, will allow them to see what I actually meant in regards to coming into their life. The next card out is New Direction. So again, this card came out the other day, and you can go back and check that reading out, where your divine masculine is seeing themselves and starting to see themselves authentically, genuinely, truly naked. Or they could also be seeing you in this form, where divine is like, walk to the light. Like, this is where you need to be. You need to really allow yourself to embrace the new you. Okay. The next card out is forgiveness. So your divine counterpart, in the collective, they are realizing that, they need to say, I'm sorry. They need to hold themselves accountable. They need to let go of their ego and pride and just choose forgiveness, right? Because if we want to be honest, if we want to be truthful to each other, there was a time where you both hurt each other, especially when you didn't understand what the connection was, right? So forgiveness is on the divine masculine's heart and soul right now, in his soul right now, or her soul. The next card is barrier. So what is blocking? What is in the way? There's something in the way of, you know, this connection coming to full fruition. And it could be, you know, there's still work to do. It isn't time yet. So the barriers, you always have to think about spirit. You always have to think about divine, God, like whomever you believe in, that know that as long as you move on the vibration of love and light, that everything will work out in your favor. And sometimes it works out better than you even expected it, right? So there's barriers, you know, when it comes to the divine masculine. What are they having these walls up? What do we have these blocks up for, right? For the divine feminine, in the collective, we have cycles. So divine feminine is realizing he or she, you know, has gone through these cycles. And, you know, it also could represent when the moon is changing, like your cycles become stronger, or your spiritual gifts are enhanced, or you notice that on certain parts of the, you know, moon cycle, excuse me, you're just really, you know, wanting to go into solitude. So pay attention to the cycles. How are you doing the certain moon cycles? What cycles do you need to break in regards to your divine counterpart within the collective? Like, what do you need to break free from, right? The next card out is lesson. So you guys are both getting these light codes, getting these downloads. If you're feeling like the energy moving through your body, excuse me, and sometimes it's a little painful. What you need to do is exercise, like really keep your bones like moving and grooving, because you're getting these light codes, you're getting these downloads. I can attest to that. My crown chakra has been on fire. My third eye has been piercing cold. My projective hand and arm has been like either really stiff, or the minute someone walks past me and say if they're sick or something, that pain just shoots right up my arm. And so that's why I look and I'll be like, you're not feeling well. And they're like, how did you know that? And I'm just like, oh, okay. So you have to pay attention to these things so you can know how to navigate through, right? The next card out is signs. So your divine counterpart, you guys have been seeing the signs, and they are happening more rapidly and rapidly and rapidly. And this card has come out quite a few times for the collective reading. So what are the signs cautioning you to do? What are they telling you to do? What do you feel when you see these signs? Try to really remember what you were thinking about the moment you saw the sign. So for example, I've been seeing a lot of 33. I've been seeing a lot of 444s. I've been seeing a lot of 7s, and I've been seeing a lot of 6s. So what are these numbers? What are they trying to communicate to you to keep you on the right track? Okay. The next card out is bound. Okay. So divine feminine feels like, you know, for some in the collective, that they're bound to this situation, like they can't break free. And for some, it's because it's like, listen, I know, you know, what my life path and purpose is, and I know you are a part of that. Once you understand, once you open up and allow yourself to accept, then all of this won't be so hard. But just as easy as I said it, it doesn't work that way. So you have to unbound yourself from these devil energies, from low vibrational energies, and whatever no longer serves you or grow you, because you will again start to elevate and elevate higher and higher. Keep your vibration high, regardless of what your divine counterpart does, regardless of what's going on in the physical world around you. Remember, when you start to feel those energies, they are not always yours. So ask this, you know, spirit, ask divine, please help me send this back to wherever it came from. Okay? For the overall energy, for some of you, there's karmic partners involved. And again, you get that energy and you start to think and reminisce about that and look at the moon, secrets, intuition, you know, pay attention to the moon cycles. So remember, pay attention to the moon cycles. So for some of you, this may not even be your twin flame. This could be a karmic partner. And even for me, it makes me feel kind of weird. So that's how I know in regards to my personal situation. But for some of you, you're dealing with a karmic partner. This is, you know, your twin flame journey can have karmic energy in it, like the things that you and your partner agreed to do or come here to do in regards to your past lives together. Because if you're on a twin flame journey, you've had multiple past lives with your partner. The next card that came out is devotion. So for some of you, your divine counterpart is like praying. They are starting to slowly realize like what this is all about. And then the next card, you got ascending. So you guys are ascending to a higher level. Now remember, you are one with your twin flame. So you can go off, do whatever it is you want to do. And you know, what's meant for you will be for you, but it's all about divine timing. So this is what's happening for some of you guys in the collective, moving through karmic partners, that type of low vibrational energy, the devotion. Someone's finally realizing, you know, I need to be devoted. Excuse me. I need to be devoted. I need to talk to spirit. I need to understand what this journey is about. And then for a lot of you in the collective, and I'm hearing divine feminine, you are ascending. You are ascending because you've already accepted what it is that you need to accept. And your journey going forward is just going to be so beautiful. Remember, you can hold space for your divine counterpart, but you do not have to sit there and stay stuck. That is not the part of this journey. And I do want to share, if you've tried cord cutting with your twin flame, it's not going to work. I tried it last night. It is not going to work. And especially when you call Archangel Michael, excuse me, to support, Archangel Michael will tell you, like, you cannot cut this cord. So what you can do is you can ask that the etheric cord be healed, that compassion flow through your etheric cord, that love flow through your etheric cord, understanding. Keep it on a high vibration, because when you try to cut that cord, you are really going to feel it in your soul, and not in a good way, because you can't cut off your twin flame or cut the cord, because it's like you're cutting off your lung, your oxygen supply. Okay? Does that make sense for you guys? All right. So while I was shuffling, the cards that I saw was conclusion. So a lot of your divine counterparts are starting to realize that this is a divine connection. This is something special. Purge. So those of you in the collective, you're purging through whatever no longer serves you or grow you, or you're purging away the old energy and allowing the new to flow within you. Like, for example, when you're receiving your light codes and downloads, etc. And destruction. So a lot of change is really going to change things a lot. So when I see destruction, I think about the Tower moment, right? Or the Tower card. And so you need these changes to happen. You need these realizations to happen. You need these aha moments to happen, so you can continue to be a stronger and better person for yourself. Don't think so much of the divine, partner. Remember, you have to work on you. Allow them to work on them. Allow them to receive their calling when they're ready to receive their calling. You've done what you had to do in regards to this connection. Now it's up to divine and your divine counterpart. So continue on, hold space, and allow love to lead the way. It's simple. Messages for divine masculine. So the first card out is children. Children are important to this partnership. So one of you may have children, one of you may want children, however it resonates. Forgiveness. And remember, that came up in the divine spread. It says forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. And majority of the time, it is a divine feminine, because the divine masculine is clueless. Put away the computer. Working hard and having more fun will help strengthen your relationship. That came out twice, kind of, along with play hard. Okay. Messages for divine feminine. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. You are safe and divinely guided. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So maybe your divine counterpart feel like they don't have enough to offer you. They are not good enough for you. They can't meet your standards when it comes to finances. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. So that's what I was speaking on when I said continue to go on, move on the vibration of love and light. And when your divine masculine is ready, and when divine is done working on them, which, you know, divine is never done working on us, they'll know what to do. They'll know how to move. They'll know the right thing to say. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves and accepts and respects you unconditionally. Okay. All right. Now I am using the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and I'm also using her new deck, the Star Seed Oracle. So for Divine Masculine, the first card that came out, it says the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I believe this came out in the reading before, the video before this, so you can go back and check that out if you haven't already. So it says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So your divine masculine is definitely going through some spiritual changes right now, and some of them who aren't awakened as you are do not have a clue. In the Starseed Oracle, it says lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. This is definitely resonating with the divine masculine. And I remember soul plan, the fated life in the destiny life. Yep. Let me put my light switch on this, because, you know, sometimes I get a little blind. Hold on. Okay. So it says, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. The fated life versus the destiny life. Let's check this out, because this is my first time using this oracle. All right. So guys, if this is resonating with you, do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can donate to the channel. If you cannot donate to the channel, subscribing is the same thing as a form of donation. Okay. I really want to read this to you guys. I'm starting to think it may be now that your divine masculine is remembering the connection. I mean, you guys have heard my story, how my soul almost leaped out my chest when I stepped off the elevator, but, you know, let's see. So 76, here we go. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to use the light because I cannot see. Okay. So it says, I remember. Okay. It says, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. It says, there was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you are living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you are likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you are being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You are being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it when you are confronted with a path that's undefined. It's normal for doubt to rear its head, In fact, that is a certain sign that you are facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all a part of the larger plan. What are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? If that does not resonate with the reading for, divine masculine, like their spread, I don't know what is. Okay. The overall energy for the work your light is no. It says wait, postpone, pause, say no. Yeah, focus on the healing. Focus on your spiritual mission. Focus on, that high vibration. And when you do that, everything will be guided right to you. Do not make a move if you are in separation with your divine counterpart. Allow divine, God, spirit, your helping spirits to orchestrate that. All right, so for work your light for the divine feminine, we got Pleiades. And so it says double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. Again, like, share, comment. I know a lot of you guys have been receiving those downloads. The headaches, the crown chakra aches, the back aches, like all of the aches in regards to your chakra system. So this is what's happening. You are ascending, and that also came out in the pre-shuffle. You are ascending. The card that came out for you in the Starseed Oracle is Trust the Timing. How does that resonate with Divine Feminine? We know Divine Feminine, we want the connection now. We want it right now. We want it right now. But it doesn't work that way. So it says trust. It says, hold on, let me get my light. Sorry, guys. I got you. It says, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Wow. So trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And so with this, I definitely want to read that for you. I just have to find what page it's on. This is like the first time I'm using this. So this is Trust the Timing. I gotta find out what. Let me see. Trust the timing. I can't even find that. But I mean, we all know what trust the timing means, right? All right, so it's 114. All right, so let's see. Trust the timing. All right, guys, let's take some notes. Okay, so trust the timing. Trust the wave. Trust the wave you came in on. And so it says time is not running out. So often those who feel like they are here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling, and you are never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying the life. Everything has a season, and you are being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reaching speeds. Right now, you are being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on, to trust the season you are in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. How can you trust the timing of your life a little more? This was beautiful because when I kept hearing wave, 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 you know about the waves of the twin flame journey, like what wave you're on. Like, it's the first wave, second wave, third wave. And so this was more clarity for the divine feminine, that like trust the way that you're on. And the only advice that I could give is turn it over to divine completely, because if you continue to try to get in there and nibble and sniggle and try to work things your way by being trying to have control over everything, it's not going to work out that way. You only deter your connection further. Like it just will slow it down or be pushed back. Okay. So the overall energy for Work Your Light, I told you guys no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. And for the Starseed Oracle, we've got called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So remember, I talked about the light codes, the downloads that we've been receiving, your spiritual gifts being enhanced. Here's your confirmation. Okay. What angel, ancestor, ascended master you need to work with? Okay, I'll just make sure I don't have them mixed up. For divine masculine of the collective, we got faith. It says humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. For a lot of the divine masculines, that's been one struggle for them, like not being able to see the light. They're seeing everything from a 3D level. And once they start to do the work, once they start to ascend, once they start to awaken more, they will see exactly what you mean when you tell them about the pureness of the heart, unconditional love, how to heal through the heart. Does that make sense? For divine feminine, Kali Ma, it says facing fear. So it's not a surprise that with the divine feminine, like there goes those anxieties, there goes those triggers, there goes those emotions, feeling like you're like losing your divine counterpart. And you have to remind yourself that you could never lose your divine counterpart, because if this is a genuine, real twin flame journey that you are on, you're always connected. And that is why no matter what, you guys are always drawn back to each other. There's that energetic pull. When you get too far, like you'll notice when you're not speaking, you're not talking, and it looks like, okay, yep, this is the end. Then here they coming back, right? So it says major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. And again, the light codes, the downloads, things like that. All right. Whew. This was a lot, guys. I want to send you so much love and light. Please write in the comment sections and let me know if you've been experiencing any of the things I mentioned in the intro. And also, if you would like to book a twin flame reading, that information is below in the description box. If you have any questions for me, you can email me. I will write back. Do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid. This is why I'm here. I'm here to help support you guys. Again, if you can't afford to donate to the channel, subscribing is just like a donation, and I am grateful for that as well. All right, sending you guys lots of love and light. I'll talk to you soon. Also, send positive vibes my way, positive vibes. When you do this type of work, and a lot of people watch the videos, their energy can affect myself, because clearly I'm putting out the energy of the videos. And if you have spiritual gifts or don't know how to work your spiritual gifts, you can send energy that could like make me sick, or I know when you're really happy, I'm just like, whoa, where did that come from? So guys, again, this is meant for you, for your support, for your growth. Send lots of love and light my way as well. Good night.